guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how to get your life together. I'm super excited to film this video and I'm just going to warn you in advance it might be a little bit long because I have so many tips to give you guys. But before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. And give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's just get right on into the video. So my first thing that I wanted to talk about was making a brain dump. So this is the first step always in getting your life together, or at least I find that this is what works best for me. And just writing down every single thing that you would like to change about your life and the things that you feel like are not making you happy or things that you feel like need adjusted. Write them all down somewhere in a notebook, and then try not to work on too many things all at one time. Like, don't make your list like 25 things long unless they're like pretty small things. Try to make like a couple small things that just need to get done, like booking appointments or something, and then a couple of other things that are bigger, like I want to start working out, etc, etc. I have tons of videos on how to start a new exercise routine, like how to kickstart an active lifestyle, stuff like that. I can link them down in the description below if you guys are interested in watching those. But anyway, yeah, so write all of these things down, and then you need to make little plans for each of them. The small things like booking appointments, obviously not. Those are just things that you can do and check off. But if you have a bigger goal, like say like setting a new bedtime and wake up time or morning routine or whatever that may be, make a plan for it and write it down in a way that you can keep track of it. I'm doing this right now with my eating and working out. So you have to make a super specific goal. So say like I would like to eat healthy like 21 days this month or something, and then literally make it so you can check off the days so you can keep yourself accountable. And then also make sure that you write down a reward so that you can reward yourself at the end of your goal. Alright, after you have all of that stuff written down, you need to get a planner or a bullet journal if you do not already have one. So here I have like two separate suggestions for you guys. The first is just a pre-filled out planner. I use this to track my fitness, but it also has space to write down your daily tasks as well. So it's kind of a 2-in-1. There is tons of fitness planners that are like this. I know I've talked about my Fit Planner quite a bit, but this is just the one that I personally have. And if you want a bullet journal, I have the Moleskine not the Moleskine notebook. I have the Leuchtturm 1917. The Moleskine was the one I had the last time. And I have a video on how to start a bullet journal, so I'll also link that in the description box below if that is something that you are interested in starting. And this next thing is kind of a little bit extra, but I definitely recommend it, is starting a journal. So I just have a very plain, simple notebook that you can use to write down things at the end of your day. It doesn't need to be like deep or meaningful or long or anything. If you just want to like write down that you had a good day, write that down. It's just really great. It's really great to like be able to let out your emotions, and it's also really great to go back and read your entries a little bit later on in life and kind of see where you were at in that specific time. I even have fun reading my entries from like a month ago because like so much happens and we're all so busy, so it's kind of nice to just sit down and have that time for yourself. So after you have your goals and all that stuff, it's time to get into action. So cleaning up your space is super, super important. Make sure you clean your room, your bathroom, your desk, anywhere that you are. If you have your own apartment or house, clean that. Anywhere that you spend most of your time, clean that up, because you can't be trying to live a clean lifestyle or live a like good lifestyle when you're surrounded in clutter. It just doesn't work. So try to give yourself a clean space. And I know that cleaning my room sucks, but it's super motivating when you are finished because you feel so good. You feel like you have such a nice space around you. So when you're done, you're like feeling really, really motivated to do other things. So I say deep clean your room, not just surface clean it, but actually deep clean all your stuff. Get rid of things that you don't need, donate things you don't need. Clean your closet, everything, and you will feel so much better and refreshed. Another thing that I suggest doing is making your bed every morning. So every morning when you wake up, make your bed. I know it sounds really tedious because you're just going to get back in it again or whatever, but it's really great because it's the first thing you do in the morning. So not only will it help you stop oversleeping because you're not going to want to get in your perfectly pretty made bed again, So make your bed, and then you also feel so accomplished first thing in the morning. So you've only been awake for 5 minutes and you already feel accomplished, and that's going to help you be more productive during the day. There's so many studies that show this, that making your bed leads to you feeling more motivated and productive in the day. So if you notice that you feel really sluggish throughout your days, maybe give this a try because it'll probably help more than you think. My next tip is to make a budget and stick to it. So if you're trying to save money or you're just trying to spend less or whatever, definitely make a budget. Don't just say you're going to spend less money. Like I said, you need to make really specific goals that you can be accountable for. So there's so many bullet journal expense trackers that you can make that you can search up on Pinterest, and I use this myself. It's a really helpful. Or if you want to make like a way more specific budget, you can write down this certain amount of money that you can spend in each of, in following categories, so like entertainment, food, your bills, etc., so that you can actually be saving as much money as possible, and then you won't realize that you'll actually be able to spend more money because on the things you actually want, because you're not spending money on useless things that you don't really need or want. So this is super helpful in getting your life together. I recommend it to everyone who is trying to get their life back on track and give themselves a fresh start, is creating a budget, because it is super helpful. It even makes you feel like your life is more together when you have a budget, and it is helping as well, so it's kind of a win-win situation. Lastly, when you're watching this video, you're probably super motivated to get your life together, but in a week or a couple of days after you've started this, you're going to want to go back to not having all these things, as much as it's going to feel good in the long run. We just want to be lazy, and sometimes I want that too. You're not alone. But I definitely recommend writing out motivating quotes when you're in your most motivated phase. So right now, if you're super motivated to get your life together, write down all the reasons why you want to get your life together, and write down your specific goals and why you want to complete them on a piece of paper or something, and stick them on your walls where you can see them. Don't just write them in a notebook, because then that kind of gives you, I guess, an out, because you can be like, it's not something that you're seeing every day. You can kind of just easily forget about that notebook. But if it's literally hanging on your wall, it's so much harder to not look at every day, and you will feel so much more motivated, and you will remember why you started. So I really hope that that video was helpful to you guys, and that it gave you some helpful tips. Some of the tips might not have been super applicable to everyone, but I hope that it helped you in some sense. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!